Hey Summoners, welcome back to another ProGuides video. My name is Nathan Ng, and today I'll be talking about the hype around League's upcoming tank support. Riot Scruffy also released the upcoming changes to Anivia in patch 10.25, and these are some of the biggest buffs that we've ever seen to a single champion in League, so stay tuned and hear the details. Before we get started, our Wild Rift channel is online, and we'll be releasing guides and news related to the game. So if you're interested, check it out and feel free to subscribe. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this new tanky support. The September champion roadmap confirmed that the last two champions would be a mage mid laner and support. We got our sensational singer Seraphine, and the only one left is the mysterious tanky support. Riot loves to add hints and teasers to champion mechanics in their early descriptions of the champions, so let's go ahead and break down what the phrasing might mean. Lore and personality-wise, this champion is stated to be a runaway criminal, one that is extremely dangerous. We haven't really had any aggressive criminal type supports in the game, so this could fit a cool character type. I have a feeling that they'll be related to Noxus, since the closest thing that we have to a Noxian support is Swain, and well, he isn't supposed to be a support. But I like playing him because he can quite literally flip you the bird. I need to work on these. This wanted poster shows our new champion holding a huge lance and a shield. The lance itself was spotted as an Easter egg in the item shop art. With the new teaser posted on Twitter, we can certainly confirm that this champion uses a glowing, earthy lance. An interesting part of the roadmap description is where it mentions the dangers of wearing heavy armor around this new champion. If you do, you'll apparently have your armor crushed and shattered, so maybe our new support has some sort of metal bending ability. This lance-wielding support is also known to mount a quick retreat when cornered, possibly relating to the horse in the background of this wanted poster. Maybe the main supportive ability that they have is something like a Thresh Lantern, but instead you're able to jump away with an ally like a faster Tom Kencholt. Looking at the leak client, there's a question mark for the date 11/23. My guess is that we'll be seeing the champion teaser sometime then, with the release coming right before Christmas. Personally, I'm really excited for a new tank support to one-shot ADCs, cause let's face it, it's an ADC. Let us know if you find any more hidden details in the comments down below. Riot brought up the sorry state of tier champions in their 10.25 change list, which you can learn more about in our recent video. Anivia, a small part of the group of tier lovers, is gonna get massive buffs in 10.25. They're making changes to literally everything about her, including her auto attack, which I can't genuinely remember the last time a champion got so many buffs at once, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. The first change Anivia is getting is to her auto attack, increasing missile speed and delay offset, thank goodness. This should make the last hitting feel better, as Anivia is notorious for having one of the most annoying auto attacks in the game. Anivia's Q is getting the most changes, with the goal of lowering damage a little bit but increasing utility and quality of life. To start, her Q missile applies her chill passive to enemies when it passes over them instead of the ones that it just stuns. The actual pass-through damage was lowered, going from 60 to 85 to 110 and 135 to 160 plus 0.45 AP to 50, 70, 90, 110 and 130 plus 0.25 AP. Meanwhile, the explosion damage, the part that stuns, was buffed, going from 60, 85, 110, 135, and 160 plus 0.45 AP to 70, 105, 140, 175, and 210 plus 0.5 AP. The cooldown was also lowered, going from 10 to 9.5 seconds to 9 to 8.5 to 8 seconds to 11 to 10, 9, 8, and 7. Late game mana cost went down, especially going from 80 to 90, 100 to 110, 120 to 80 to 85, 90, 95, and 100. The missile speed was also increased from 800 to 950. Overall, these are huge buffs to Anivia's Q. As her second max ability, she never really relied on it being her main source of damage, but a way to CC and apply her chill passive for a large bonus damage that comes with her E. Moving on to her W, the early game length was increased from 400 to 500 to 600, 700, and 800 to 500, 575, 650, 725, and 800. The cooldown was also changed from a flat 17 seconds to 20, 19, 18, 17, and then 16 seconds. Since we maxed as last, there is a fair trade-off between the cooldown being nerfed at lower ranks while giving you a longer length. It makes you think a little bit more about placement, but I don't think there's any Anivia main who would be unhappy with this change. One of the biggest buffs for Anivia is to her E. Her mana cost is reduced from 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90 to just a flat 40. An insane change that completely changed how often and consistently she can throw out damage. If that wasn't enough, the damage is also being buffed, going from 50, 75, 100, 125, and 150 plus 0.5 AP to 60, 90, 120, 150, and 180 plus 0.6 AP. As this is your primary damage dealing ability, you'll only feel damage increase as you level the skill first without any of the mana troubles that comes with it. Last but certainly not least is Anivia's iconic ultimate, which is having its cooldown lowered from 6 seconds to 4 to 2.5 and then 1 second. Right now, it can be pretty punishing to get silence out of your ultimate's channel. Plus, with how common mobility is in this game, your ultimate was usually worthless outside of wave clear in an actual teamfight. You'll also be able to change the position really often in a fight, increasing utility and damage. To compensate, the base damage is being lowered from 40, 60, and 80 to 30, 45, and 60. With all of these Anivia buffs, let's remember that the new Archangels and removal of Rout of Ages are major factors into why this is happening. There just isn't enough mana to sustain the way the Anivia and the other tier-based champions play, so we have to see how impactful these changes are in patch 10.25. That pretty much wraps up this big news around the champions right now. We'll have more info on the new tanky support as soon as they're released, so go ahead and subscribe to our channel and don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and best of luck on the Rift. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.